Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Spade and welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown. And today, I'll be using this team made by Mertivel. It's basically Mega Latias and a bunch of dark checks, in a nutshell. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and look for a battle. This Latias is actually packing Dragon Pulse over Substitute, which is kind of interesting because I saw the spread and it's like physically defensive. So I was kind of like expecting to see Sub, but I guess we'll see how this team is going to work out here. Got Mega Beedrill. It's scary. He could actually lead with that too. He's got Rotom. He's got Landorus T, his Rotom Wash, and I guess even Mega Beedrill if he wants to Mega Evolve it really quickly, protect on the first turn and go from there. Or even U-turn. Yeah, what would be my best mon to take? I think I'll just go with Landorus. You know, if he leads with Rotom, at least I can U-turn on it. Scout what's going on. I could U-turn on the Skarmory, or I could knock off its item. I think that would be kind of nice in the long run, you know, if it's packing leftovers. Or I guess it could even be a Shed Shell, which would not benefit me. But at least I will know as soon as I just go for it. So there's Gothitelle. Do I guess trap things for his Keldeo and his Beedrill? And he did have Shed Shell. Does this team have... I don't think it has anything to get... No. Latias is not going to have Defog. So... yeah, I think I should just go into Heatran. Does he pack also Spikes, or is he going to... He goes into Rotom Wash. Okay. Well, I could take one hit. Because I believe this is especially defensive, looking at the spread. I think I'm just gonna play a bit offensive here. I can take one Hydro Pump, that's the thing. So I'll just go for Rocks. And I guess I could just go for the Protect just to get back a little bit of extra lefties recovery. Then I could actually live another Hydro Pump. But, yeah, what do I want to do? Guess I'll just go into Among Us. He's probably gonna just go for the wall switch, but I still don't want to wear down my... Okay, he actually goes for the Hydro Pump, so it actually works out quite well. I will go for the Spore. He's got no immunities or anything, so that's a thing. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go straight into Gothitelle. Okay. That's cool. Foul Play is super effective, so I could go for that. I don't remember how high Gothitelle's attack is. It's a special attacker, but I mean, I think I'll still just go for it because it's super effective. Usually these things are more specially defensive. Oh, that did pathetic damage. Absolutely pathetic. Well, let's try out Sludge Bomb if I get a chance to pull it off. Well, it doesn't really do too much more. I'll just go for another one. He does wake up here, goes for the Psychic, gets a crit. Not sure if that matters. He was probably Specs. That's what I'm thinking. Now I could go into... Honestly, Mega Latias pairs up quite well against his team. Unless his Beedrill has Protect. So I could try and go into Latias now. Get up one Calm Mind. Is there anything else? I could go and eat. Yeah, I think I'll just go into Latias. See where that gets me. I might as well Mega Evolve. Get up a Calm Mind. Is he packing like Rest? And that's what he's doing. or not. I don't know if I should just go straight for like Dragon Pulse. Like if he goes into Skarmory now, I could get some good damage on him before he goes for the... I really thought he wouldn't let me set up here. I thought he would go into Skarmory while he still can and then just... So I guess we'll find out if he has Protect. He most likely has it. So I should probably just not waste a turn and just go directly. Like there's no reason why otherwise he would go into Beedrill. So I'll just go into Landorus right off the bat. So get the Intimidate on top of everything. So yeah, there's the Protect. There's the Protect. I could just go for the Rock Slide. He probably doesn't want to stay in though, so I could go for the U-turn. He's got the Skarmory there, so... And you know, this is his Mega. I think he values it quite a bit, so I'm safe to make a prediction and go for the U-turn. And then I could go into Heatran. I could fire off a Lava Plume, potentially get a burn, or I could go into Keldeo. I think I'll just go into Heatran. Go for that Lava Plume. You know, if I get a burn on the Rotom, that would also be quite nice. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Besides, I can live one Hydro Bomb. The problem is I no longer have a, you know, the safest switch in for Rotom Wash, so that's the thing. But I did get the burn, which is very much appreciated. And I can go for the Protect to get a little bit of extra lefties again and get some burn damage on the Rotom Wash. I don't know if I should just... I think I'll just have to go into Latias. Although, yeah, he does predict that, but I still value my Heatran. I want to keep it kind of healthy, so... I don't know if he has U-turn or not. Is he just gonna keep the momentum going? But I just kind of have to go into Landorus anyway, so get the Intimidate. And he is packing the U-turn, so he's running U-turn 3 attacks. I would kind of like to run a Beedrill that would have just 4 attacks and, you know, have U-turn be that one. Then I could run both Knockoff and like the Drill Run. I don't know how well that would work out. You know, I could Mega Evolve against slower things. But Protect is usually the safest way to go. And Knockoff is often not needed with the Dual Stab and the Drill Run, so that's the thing. Anyways, rambling. I'll go for the U-turn, although he's probably gonna like phase me out. So perhaps I will go into Latias, because I'm also kind of hoping to perhaps get off a Roost here if he does something. Okay, he goes for Defog. That's nice. I'll just Roost off here. And he goes for his Stealth Rocks. Now I don't know if he's gonna... I'll just go for the Dragon Pulse. Get a crit. Is he gonna... Alright, he's gonna Roost up. Well, in that case, he's probably gonna Roost up once more to get back to Sturdy. So I can go into Heatran and I can get those rocks up again. So we're kind of back in square one. Except my Amoonguss, not Fungus. Amoonguss is gone and his Gothitelle is gone. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting back some good HP here, so I don't know if I should... There's really no point for me to predict the Volt Switch. I don't know. I would kind of like to keep Heatran as healthy as it is right now. Although Heatran doesn't really benefit me much against Keldeo, against this thing with Drill Run, against Landorus. So I could stay in, I mean just wear this thing down. But at the same time I do have Latias. Would be nice to wear this thing down. I think I will just stay in. And he does go for the Volt Switch. But I'm just looking like at his team, and Heatran, you know, I can switch in on Skarmory, but that's like the only thing, so I figured I would take the chance. And it was a high chance that he would just go for the Wall Switch, and it would be kind of annoying. And I wouldn't want to switch in Landorus to the Rotom. Can I get a burn? I do get a burn. Damn, lucky Heatran. I love me some Heatran. I don't know if he's gonna start like coal mining up on me. That would be bad. I mean, I could go for the Protect, but I kind of don't want to. But at the same time, I don't want to go into Latias. I mean, I haven't seen an item from him. Should I just Protect on a possible Calm Mind? Or should I go into Latias? The choices, the choices, the choices. Thing is though, Latias with its superior bulk definitely could take an Icy Wind. But at the same time I could scout him. But if he gets up to +1 then that's bad. I'll go into Latias. I'll do it. As he goes for the Hydro Pump, and I could say that is Specs damage. It did quite a bit, so I will roost up here. As he's going to... Is he gonna just defog again? I could just go into... I'm wearing his team quite a bit. I could Calm Mind up here once. I think I'll do it, and then I'll start bashing him. Or I could even go for an... Nah. I can just spam Dragon Pulse and nothing on his team can switch into it, so... I can just go for the Dragon Pulse. If he wants to face me out, then that's okay. Then he's pretty much lost his Skarmory, so... okay, he wants to lose his Skarmory. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure I can't leave a U-turn from this Beetle because it has that adaptability and that sky-high attack. Should I just... I'm at one... I'm at... yeah, the thing is... U-turn is just so annoying. But I could definitely use this Latias against this Rotom. Like, whenever Latias comes in, you know, something just kind of dies. So... I should probably just go... Yeah, probably just into my Landorus. Because then I can go for the U-turn, so... Yeah. And he goes for the Protect. Okay. Well, that's an interesting choice. Well, at this point... If he wants to go into his Rotom... I think it's rather safe to go for a Rock Slide now. Yeah, well, I guess he could go into his own. But I'm just thinking, like, he could predict U-turn at this point. So, and if he goes into his Landorus, then I can find out what kind of Landorus he's running. So, he does go into his own Landorus. Well, I guess U-turn would have done the same thing, but I thought I would do it anyways. He seems to be offensive one, I think, as well, because that still did 20%. The Rock Slide did, and we're not seeing leftovers, so... he's probably gonna be U-turning himself. Or he could just go for the EQ, predicting me to go into, like, anything. If I go for Rock Slide again, then he's probably gonna go into... I think I'll just go for the Rock Slide again, because if I get a chance for him to... Oh, look at that. He goes for the knockoff. That's kind of nice. Was that a speed tie or... Well, now I'm gonna lose it anyways, because he just went for that move, so knockoff. I could go into Keldeo to resist it. In fact, it would work out quite nicely. He could predict that, however, if he wants. But we'll see. Alright. He goes for the knockoff. Get the attack boost. Yeah. I lose my expert belt, but it's like, whatever. Well, now I think I'm just kind of free to go for either Scald or Secret Sword. If he goes into his Rotom, then with the burn I can wear him down. Or I don't know if he wants to go into his own Keldeo. I think I just want to go straight for the Secret Sword. Yeah. There we go. And I will get the... I was gonna say solid 2-hit KO, but the Rotom actually dies off to the burn, so... The Rotom is gone. And I guess he could go back into Landorus, perhaps finish me off with the EQ. Or I guess Mega Beedrill with the Poison Jab. That's the best move we got. Well, it's still a pretty good move with adaptability, so... It's powerful. It's strong. So... I could sack Landorus, I guess, at this point. And I could go into, like, Scolipede and stuff. Then I would outspeed him, and I got EQ. I can knock out... Well, Beedrill has no defense to even speak of, so... But then he's gonna go into... I'm just wondering, like, the Poison Jab. It will probably knock me out. Keldeo would still be useful against his own Keldeo, and yeah. I'll sack Lando at this point. I'll do it, and if he wants to go for U-turn, then he can't. And he can't do that. Now, if I go into Scolipede... Well, the nice thing is, if I go into Scolipede and I get some speed, then I could outspeed the Beedrill. Is it really at 427? Well, it got so much. Its special attack got lowered, so it could have even higher stats. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty rad. But I could protect and scout what the lander is gonna go for. He's probably gonna knock off, but even that should be fine. He actually goes for Stone Edge. Which means I'm gonna Baton Pass out of here. And I'm gonna go into my Latias. And a Stone Edge shouldn't do too much. Yeah. So I think I pretty much got this. Yeah. Alright, well that worked out quite well, because now I can outspeed the Beedrill and easily knock it out from 50%, so there is that with the Dragon Pulse, and I don't even need too many boosts, so yeah. Let's go ahead and look for another battle. Alright, we're back with another match. Looking at the leads... Perhaps Greninja, which is fast, could be backing U-turn, has all the coverage in the world. That could be a lead. Or then it could be Ferrothorn just to set up a bunch of hazards. So how do I want to go about it? I think I'll just go with the Scarf Landorus. It's also kind of a universal lead. It actually leads with the Gengar. I'm really tempted. I think there's no reason not to go for the knockoff, so... Yeah, I'll just do that. knock off the Gengar's Life Orb while knocking itself out. But now... Here comes Mence! Oh dear. Honestly, with this team, I don't really know how to deal with this monster. I mean, seriously. Like, what am I going to switch into this thing? Yeah, but it's Salamence, it has no counters. So, we'll see if he's running, like, coverage. Is he... I don't know, what is he? What kind of set? No, he could just have, like, Outrage. Goes for the return, almost knocks me out here. Alright, not bad. Well, I can't switch Landers in, that's the thing. And it has already +1 speed, so it can outspeed my Scarf Landers. Do I want to sack this, or do I want to sack something else? I mean, Latias is kind of the main sweeper of the team, so... But at the same time, this beast is just gonna destroy everything, so... Yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's the whole roosting business. He's probably gonna roost here, isn't he? So this... We'll see if I'm faster. But... Okay, he goes for the crit. Yeah, okay, well, I think that's it. If he has Roost, then it's definitely over. And he has Earthquake, yeah, okay. Well, that's Salamence for ya. That's Mega Mence, you ain't messing around with that thing. Well, what about here? Potential leads, his own Landers, perhaps the Skarmory. I kind of want to just lead with Heatran, so if he leads with the Landers, I get to protect and scout for what in the world it's going to do. But we got Mega Metagross, which most likely is packing Earthquake. I want to go into Landorus. Yeah, I think I do. But I won't get the Intimidate, because Mega Evolution happens after. So now I could have it. Break, really? You serious, bro? You're running Break, okay. Well, that's good to know. Heatran can take one of those, I'm pretty sure. It cannot take a 4x super effective Earthquake, though. I could U-turn out here. I think I will. He has 2 good switch-ins to Earthquake. But he still insists on staying in. Why is that? I think I'll just go back into Heatran then. Because he's probably gonna, you know, go for the Meteor Mash. But that Intimidate would have been nice. And he actually goes for the Ice Punch. Well, I guess it makes sense. Although I'm just thinking, perhaps he could live. You know, Metagross is so freaking bulky, so it could potentially live. But like, let me take this Break here, real quick. I still took it. That was a crit. That was a crit. I would have taken it even better. I cannot take any Revenge Hacks. Okay. Okay. No. No Revenge Hacks for me. Now, honestly, he can go for, like, any move that he really wants to. It could be Meteor Mash. It could be Ice Punch. Just thinking, like, what do I want to go into? I kind of want to go into Scolipede just to protect and outspeed him on the next turn, because I don't want my good Landers to take some hits. And he was most likely going to do that, so yeah. Let me just protect here real quick. Get my speed up. I think, judging by the Break, he's not running Agility Rose or like Rock Polish, whatever. Same thing. Alright. We got Landorus here. I guess I'm gonna... There's no really point for me to scout because I'm thinking he's just gonna go for like Stealth Rocks. So I think I should just baton pass out of here. Like right now. Perhaps go and Keldeo. How fast is Metagross? It's at 110, isn't it? When it comes to speed. Keldeo actually does quite well against his team. Well, I'm gonna be baton passing out of here. I didn't want to go into Landorus, especially now because I got the -1, so I don't want to pass that. Well, he could go for the knockoff himself, or could U-turn. I think I'll just go into my Keldeo. Although I guess he could go for the EQ if he wanted. Yeah, justified. Yeah. Anyways, what does he wanna go into? Sylveon, most likely. But I think a safe Scald is in order here. Perhaps get a burn, perhaps not. Well, I do have the Among Us here, which should be quite nice unless he's carrying like Psyshock. But I guess we'll find that out. Kinda just wanna go for like go for the foul play predicting. What does he wanna? I think I'll just go for the Spore. I mean, he could use Metagross as okay. He's gonna wanna pass to that. You're not passing to that Metagross. No, you're not going to be passing to that Metagross. Sorry, not today. Not today. Perhaps could have knocked him out with a Giga Drain, but you know, foul play works as well. Anyways, we got Heatran. Keldeo could work. My own Heatran could work. I know if he's defensive or not. I think Keldeo would put me in a nice spot again. Although I kind of feel like going into Heatran, then pivoting out, just using it as a pivot switch first to... Okay, he's got Stealth Rocks. I guess I might as well do the same unless he has Earth Power. Does he have it? No, he's got Roar. And I still... Wow, the perfect guy for the job to come in here. Except if he has Protect. Then that would kind of suck. Ay. But he has Stealth Rocks, he's got Roar. Usually you have like Protect over Stealth Rocks when you have something else with Stealth Rocks. So I kind of just want to go for the U-turn. He's got Landorus and he's got Skarm. So he's going to want to switch those guys in. Right? Yeah. That's what he wants to do. Is there a Rocky Helmet? Yes. Knew it. I knew it. But now, is my... Heatran is probably gonna die. How much does Rocks do again when it switches in? I think I could just go into Keldeo, although I really don't want to. But I'll do it. I mean, I can do some damage with the Scald. I guess he could just switch out into Sylveon if he wants. He's got Drill Back. Well, it doesn't even knock me out because it's Drill Back. But, to each their own. Usually you run Brave Bird because of the quite significant power difference. He's got leftovers, so we have a speed tie here. Do I want to go into anything? I could sack my Heatran right now, or I could just risk the speed tie. No, I think I'll risk the speed tie. And I win it, but I still won't be able to knock him out. Now, is he gonna... Okay. I hope he doesn't win this one. Or is he running like some defensive one? Perhaps I just won 2 speed ties. Who knows? But since he's running like sub, most likely Calm Mind, I think what I could do... Skarmory is at 26%. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, after Rocks I can definitely knock him out, so... Let's go ahead and go into Latias right here and Calm Mind up. As he goes into his Landorus. Alright, that's fine. I mean, knockoff is not going to be doing anything. Oh wait, he's got Heatran at pretty much full health. Yeah, I'll need to, yeah. Well, I could Roost here. I'll just go for one Dragon Pulse. He's gonna roar me out. Yeah, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. Oh, he goes for the knockoff. Okay. I might just Roost here. Now I get some good damage on the Landorus. That's fine. Rock Tomb is fine. So he's not choiced at all. That's also good information. I mean, I could just Calm Mind up here. Alright, you can keep on lowering my speed. It doesn't matter. Now... it gets 20 more base power each time. So it's now at like base 100, right? Power is equal to 20 plus the X times of X is the... yeah. So I got +2, +2. Oh wait. Yeah, it keeps getting weaker because he has those drops, but I guess my power of rambling overcame him. So I don't know how good of a chances he had to get past that Mega Latias besides like phasing me out. So there's that. Anyways, Mew is a potential lead. T-Tar also. Though I think I'll just go for the Landorus. I kind of want to knock this thing off, but he could just have Will-O-Wisp. So I think what I'll do is go into my Heatran, because he could Will-O-Wisp, and I can get some, good damage on him. Although he's most likely gonna set up his rocks. Oh, he's the one going for the knockoff, so I guess that works. No. I could just go for the Lava Plume right off the bat. Or I could... this Mew most likely has Defog. I guess I'll find out. Oh, it's one of those Stall Breaker Mews. Huh. Well, I guess I'll just go for the Lava Plume then. Maybe get a burn, maybe not. But at least we got no Stealth Rocks in the field. And out of all things you go into Talonflame, I guess it works out, because, I can't beat it like this. Got Landorus here. I feel like I don't know if he's gonna start like Swords Dancing right off the bat. And is he like bulky? Does he have Roost and stuff like that? Well, I'll just have to go for the Rock Slide. Let's see if I can take a +1 Brave Bird. It's gonna hurt. We haven't seen... oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The damage. Phew. The Intimidate did come in handy. Thank goodness. But it's so little damage that... freaking... oh, here we go. Here we go again. Yeah. This is gonna be another one of those times. And we'll see what his coverage is. Perhaps I should have just stayed in. But then again, no, I shouldn't have, because he would have used me as a setup fodder, so... But like, what am I going to do here? I mean, I could go into Landorus for the Intimidate. Guess I'll do that. He may just Roost. Or he goes straight for the attack, so... okay. Well, Keldeo is out of options, because he's still at neutral. I can't really go into Scolipede, it doesn't have a move to hit it with. I can't go into Amoonguss. I can't go into Latias. You know, if he has Roost, then, you know, it's kind of game over. And if he is packing Earthquake on this thing, then it's also game over. But Salamence, there are no counters to it, so you don't counter it. That's why, you know, it should get banned. But it's still fun having it around. I enjoyed my time using it. Probably still will, perhaps. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. Does he have a coverage move? Does he have Roost? You know, if I get a burn, then I have a chance. But, you know, he could just sub-stall me, but right now he cannot sub, so... But if he Roost, I don't get a burn, he subs... Yeah. And that's that, but we'll find out. And he's got Earthquake, so... Yeah, I think that's it. You can just go for the frustration on the rest of my team, so... There is that. Nothing I can do about it, but that's Mega Salamence for you, and I think that will end up the episode today. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and keep sending me some teams. So far, I've liked it. You know, gotten some teams from you, trying out the new Megas. I think it's a fun way to get in some interaction out there, and you guys seem to have liked it, and you have sent me a bunch of teams, which I appreciate, but keep it up, and I will check you guys next time. Until then, this is Spade rambling and signing out. Peace.